Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nush and Doza. How is the Wednesday evening? Oh my gosh, Wednesday. How's everyone doing? Nush, what are we playing?
We are playing Spyro the Dragon Reignited, the video game.
I have to relearn how to play this. I'm already pressing the wrong. What the frick
we
is
just
that?
started it last week, and he's Chonky. We're back with our Chonky boy.
Oh, I know. We've been getting questions like, "Wow, why do you do that?" I was like, "Well, he's cute. He's cute." Like, what other reason do we need?
So, first of all, welcome Kirby. You were first. Fry, you were second. Flo's here third. Come on, fourth. How are you guys doing? I did want to say, so if you aren't in our Discord server, you might not have seen this. So just gonna let everyone know, Fry, who has taken upon himself to be very accurate with our death counter for Spyro and lots of other stream games as well, noticed that there was an error in our calculations. And you can go see all of his analysis in Discord, but the long and short of it is that we are actually at 66 deaths, not 65 as we thought at the end of Friday's stream.
Yeah, there was a miscount.
Yes.
And it's interesting because that same... Oh my god, I'm dying. That same stream, there was one time where I had pressed the button and it counted 2 deaths. So
again, we don't have to get into specifics.
No,
I
but
hate
thank you,
numbers.
Fry, for keeping everything nice and clean.
Yes, we appreciate you, and so that's why we started with 66 tonight, and that's how we're continuing with the game. And also Haven Night Coffee. The dreams we weave upon our sleeve reveal our love for games and mirth. To see is to believe that total victory can be achieved, and we look forward to seeing the player's work.
Wow,
Beautiful.
It's not every day you hear someone just casually drop the word mirth.
Yeah,
but I guess
I don't use that in my vocabulary, so I was like,
more
mirth?
so during Christmas, I guess.
That's true. It is the holidays, like officially full swing. I hope everyone in the United States who celebrated Thanksgiving last week had a great Thanksgiving weekend afterwards. It was a big shopping weekend. Did anybody buy anything interesting, or did you choose to not partake? Because yeah, we had Black Friday, we had Small Business Saturday, we had Travel Tuesday, we had Give Tuesday, Giving Tuesday. So the whole nonprofit, all that stuff. I know all of this because Doza and I actually help clients with social media marketing and creating, and so we've had to do campaigns for all this stuff. That it's a weird time because November to December is our busiest time because of all these campaigns we've been working on for months, since the summer typically, and they've all come to fruition, and now it's okay, I can breathe a little.
Breathe a little?
A little. But then it's going into the end of Q4, December is kind of hard there. But yeah. And oh my goodness, Freckles, Zing's Not Great. Welcome back, guys. It's good to see you.
How y'all doing?
Freckles, it's been a very long time since seeing you. I hope all is well down under. I was actually thinking about you a lot. Doza and I both were, specifically because I watched Dancing with the Stars. And the winner of Dancing with the Stars, the US one, because I know there's other ones, but was Robert Irwin, who is the Australian son of Steve Irwin, and they do the whole Australia Zoo thing, and you're kind of our closest Globby friend from Australia, so of course I'm I wonder if Freckles is a Robert Irwin fan, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, clutch Robert Irwin. So yeah, we watched the whole season. It finished last week, actually. Don't really talk about us watching that as much. We watch it in the background while working, but I love dancing. I make Doza do dance challenges with me, and I classically trained in dancing the majority of my life. So it's funny that that happened. Anyways, coinky dink.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, and Zing's Not Great. That's amazing that you've been practicing drawing for 13 days. That is the first and smallest little thing that you can do to start building a habit to be consistent. We love art. We don't get enough time to do art as much as we'd like to, but Nush and Doza, 1/3 of what started this whole journey for us was the passion for gaming, food, and art. So I'm so glad and happy for you that you've been doing that. And Kirby said Black Friday is all month long. The deals are the same and nothing happens. Yeah, you're right. But still, not everyone as a consumer knows that. In fact, I know we took advantage of some sales. One of my favorite designers was she had one different type of sale the week before Thanksgiving, and then she switched it to a Black Friday thing. And I had actually bought some of the stuff that got changed or whatever. I still got the best deal regardless of when like I would have purchased it, kind of thing. And her pieces are so unique, one of a kind. Like she does the whole sustainable clothing thing where she'll eventually like she'll drop a limited time a certain thing per like the seasons fashion wise. What I like to do is pick one or two things if they speak to me, if they like I like it a lot, where I can wear it for special occasions through the years. Like I try to plan ahead, like I'm gonna buy this dress right now, it's gonna still fit me because I'm gonna stay in shape with my body, or I can like get it altered or whatever because it's doable, and then I'm gonna wear this for like another season because it's like timeless. Anyways, but yeah, a lot of sales are like that, unfortunately. Let's see. Fry said, I was suspect on treetops with how the latter half went, so I went back to the former half and missed 2 debts. Because of Doza's double tap, it ended up being +1, hence 66. More explanation on that there. Also, Fry said, Doza, can you do me a favor and try not to die? Not only for the death count, but also Metroid Prime. Okay, thanks. So yeah.
We, 6-7. All right, Kirby?
Metroid Prime did come out tonight. Hopefully everyone that's experiencing it is having a wonderful time with it.
I would like to think so.
Midnight said, Haunted Towers, Doza, there are more speedrun shenanigans here.
Great. I haven't seen any of that yet, other than like I need to like get to places while I have this super dragon flame whatever from the ferry like quick enough. So there's that aspect. Hopefully we keep the ramps to a minimum.
And hey Uni, how are you doing, Globby friend?
Welcome back.
I love that you came in saying hello, Glob friends. It's been a while since we've seen you too. We hope you've been well. And Freckles, oh my goodness, your last stream was 5 months ago. Do you mean like when you last streamed or the last time you joined our stream? I can't tell which would be an easier metric to check out. But we hope you've been well despite being very busy lately, or super busy as you said. And Flo, I hope the work stuff with your end of the season with November 30th and all that and the paperwork and stuff, like, I hope you got that on lock. Like, I feel it. I feel tax season already being here, even though it's not technically until next year. In fact, we have our last tax call in less than 2 weeks to wrap up with our accountant, basically before the holidays. And I'm not like, I'm not looking forward to it, but I never do because it's like wrapping up everything. And I just want to make sure there's certain deadlines and things that have to happen in 2025 before we can like wrap up 2025 in 2026.
At the very least, that manifests itself in so far positive ways. You know, it's not like we've had any big mishaps or any shenanigans going on. So,
yeah.
You know, W there. Doesn't mean it's any less stressful.
And howdy, Andrew. Welcome back. How are you doing?
How's it going?
Uni's doing good. Currently working on a Beatles tribute project with a couple of friends, playing Ringo. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, damn it.
Good luck with that. That sounds like a great little, not only a tribute project, but like potentially a passion project. Midnight says there's a very difficult part where you'll need to curve around a ramp to reach an inaccessible area. It's going to be hell. Well, great.
Great.
There's no way you're going to stay at 6'7", which is funny because you're already at 6'8".
Yeah, I already am.
And Freckles has finished school for the year. Congrats. Got a lot of free time now. Nice. Well, we're hoping to finish Spyro this week, and then we'll actually be taking a break from streaming next week because we're going on a work trip to Los Angeles. But then we'll be back the following week, and we intend to stream through Christmas and New Year's Eve this year is the goal.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the rest of the like holidays for us, but we had so much fun streaming through Thanksgiving, which I don't know if we've actually always done in the past, and so we're like, let's just keep it going. We've taken enough breaks this year because of life and this administration in the US and so many other things, but we want to keep streaming, and we're also been like reflecting a lot about this year and how it's gone to kind of decide where we want to, like what we want to do and what we're capable of doing for next year, knowing that there's still a lot of uncertainty and chaos that's going to happen, or is it going to continue to happen, but we want to be a little better prepared. Like we plan as much as we can, and it can be hard, but you know. And yes, Kirby, we are flying into LAX. In fact, it's funny, we have, when flying there, we have a layover in Phoenix, but it's a really quick layover. And we got an email today of them asking, since the trip's next week, from the airlines. We're flying Southwest because they're based out of Texas and we get really good deals. We have like miles and things with them too. They actually emailed us saying, hey, I know your layover right now is like super short. Would you rather do a 6-hour layover and get some like vouchers and whatever else? And we're like, no, no, thank you. Like it's an optional thing, but like I'm wondering if it's overbooked or something and they're trying to do something. Like we shall see. I want everything to go as smoothly as possible. We were even worried about this trip with the whole government shutdown and everything that happened and all the, you know, travel chaos. Now there's like winter storms. I don't think we should have any of that effect because we're flying west from here. Because I know that's more of the east, central, Rockies, all the mountains, like kind of thing. That's been a lot this week on the news.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Let's see. So Kirby was talking about some of the deals that
something about Lowe's having buckets with like a $2,000 gift card.
Yes, you saw that.
What
There's
is up
also
with that?
a couple others, like Target gave a bag of free stuff that you can find in the Dollar Tree for the first 100 people. But like Target's been, their stocks dropped so much this year. The whole boycott Target thing is in full effect.
I feel like Target was already like, I guess compared to the rest of the big brands out there, or big department stores out there, they were already kind of struggling a little bit, you know.
For
it's
sure.
not like they weren't on top. They weren't on top to like start making decisions.
They closed down the super Target that we used to go to on Days of All, like here in San Antonio. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know what replaced that. Was it furniture or something? Like a furniture store or something like that, maybe?
I'm not sure. Probably.
And then,
but we lost a furniture store too.
Maybe. Kirby said
Elsewhere.
Walmart had nobody waiting outside. It was like, if it was the early 2000s, it would be trampled on. Yeah, it's mostly moved online. In fact, the whole even like Cyber Monday and everything too, like Best Buy stuff that used to be like in the early 2000s, like crowded. Like there were no lines as far as the news was reporting. We didn't go out. We stayed home.
Yeah, no, I've never actually been out in like a Black Friday situation. I never wanted
in person,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just never been, you know, I never got the hype. Like if it means that I'm going to spend an extra, you know, $50 on a TV, but like I don't have to die, like then that's what I'm going to do.
Kimon actually did a little shopping, got a controller that looks like an old NES controller, but it can be played on PC or on anything that has Bluetooth.
That's
Love
really cool.
that versatility. Fry's talking about Metroid, but I don't really know much about that. But I'm glad he's enjoying it because he's saying like that. I'm happy for you.
That's funny.
Let's see.
Oh, there's more. I think
You got 2 shinies in
here.
Pokemon Z on day 1, said Zing Zonkray. That's awesome. We actually started playing the Pokemon card game on our mobile, like the mobile app, and we've been getting some shinies, which has been really fun.
Yeah, I think I have like 6 or 7 shinies.
And we did have some people add us, which we assume are from the community, but we don't know. Like, we only know 2 people confirmed, and that's Mario Kart Playlist and Pika, because they use their same names that they typically use around here.
And that's just good branding.
It is. But other people, like, we have no clue if it was you, so if it was, let us know.
If you're Salt, how
If
did
you're
you
a
get to
different
level
name,
51?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Andrew's been doing good, lurking as he plays Bloodborne, taking a break from his new fresh start file. Mystic Quest that gave 2 runes he loves, but runes still going good. So he's on his first file, NG+.
Very nice. You know, Elden Ring Night Rain is getting its DLC. I have still yet to get a chance to look at that, but I know that FromSoft keeps putting out videos.
And Freckles, this is probably around the time we saw you last, considering how many months it's been, but like you saying that you just realized you've been watching us since primary school, now you're about to graduate. Like, yeah, we've been doing this for 7 years. We celebrated that anniversary in July, and we hope to keep going in whatever capacity we're able to. Right now, it feels like 6 hours of stream is about it. But I don't know. Doza and I have had a lot of conversations, especially through this holiday weekend with Thanksgiving too. Like, since we had the downtime from clients, like we were able to discuss a lot of things, and we're hoping we'll get some more clarity and plan the best we can for 2026. It's really invigorating, honestly, to like kind of like set intentions and goals for a new year. It's a nice reset, but it's also more or less like just carrying what did work of this year into the new year and making sure it's authentic to us.
Yes,
little one. You'll
exactly.
soon have the
Well said.
opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Nork.
Okay.
Another dragon. Kirby actually
That
said
dude didn't give me
that
anything helpful.
he would do the promo thing that stopped on us because like short layovers screw him over than help him. Like being late trying to find the gate, or I don't get my luggage as there was not enough time to get my stuff from one plane to the other. So typically when we fly Southwest, we can check in if we do need to check in, we check in a bag and it arrives to our final destination. We don't have to get our bags and like do any of that. And we only take carry-ons that we can easily take ourselves. Like, so time-wise, we prefer short layovers, get through it, at least for domestic flights. For international, it's different. And then for domestic, sometimes just because we get hangry and like while we do pack snacks always, it's a must, we need to have food and hydration and things on us. Like if it's a longer destination, like from Texas, like from San Antonio to somewhere, we'll sometimes schedule a layover that gives us enough time to like grab lunch. Like ideally, if everything goes on time, you know?
Yes.
So it just kind of depends. But for this one, this is a pretty quick trip. We're going for a 1 day. Well, we were going for a 1 day work related thing, but then we added on a day for Universal. So it's kind of like it's a quick trip. We're going in, gonna have some fun, and then get to work, and then fly home. So we'll see how it goes. We really didn't want to do any more trips this year, but this was an opportunity we can pass it. We're not even getting paid enough for this opportunity, but it's going to be pretty cool networking wise if certain people are going to be there that we are potentially we're going to get to meet. I don't know. We'll see. But this year has been the year of yes for every travel opportunity. We were looking like as we're getting for the end of the year stuff, we were looking at how much we traveled last year versus this year. And last year, we only did 2 trips outside of Texas. This
Not
year,
many.
it was, I think the total is going to end up being 7
Yeah.
or 6. Well, I shouldn't say outside of Texas because we did Dallas.
And people are getting mad at me for making a 6-7 joke, which I didn't.
Oh, I'm not intending to. We were trying to do the calculated because one of the things we also do around this time when we finalize like financial stuff is we budget out estimates for the new year. And so our travel has definitely increased from last year to this year. So it's like, what's going to happen next year? And to be honest, summer travel ain't it for us. Like, unless we're going to a much colder place.
Not worth.
So like, we're thinking that we should just take it easy here at home in air condition in the summer and do the majority of our travel at the beginning and the end. Cause it's more exciting at that point too. Like, I don't know. Our priorities, our life is so different with what all we do. Being, entrepreneurs and like running a small business and also doing a passion project of Nush and Doza, and like it's just so many different things, and we love that. We love the chaos that comes with all of the things because it keeps us like, okay, yes, we're working for a job for our livelihood, but we're also having fun and like having more purpose and intention, and it's balancing all that can be pretty crazy. And the bulk of our conversations is how's that balance without burning out?
Good question.
Yeah. And we have not seen the Animal Crossing trailer yet, Flo. We kind of, with everything, like, I think the thing that we least prioritize is watching stuff together. It's usually Doza watching things he wants in the background for him, me watching things in the background for me, but then sometimes Doza is in the same room as me as I'm choosing to watch stuff, so he'll watch that too.
Yeah.
So he follows a lot of the random things that I'm watching.
I try. I do what I can.
Yeah. And then very rarely, like Naruto or certain shows we'll watch together. In fact, this year we actually haven't watched Jeopardy as much as I'd like to. That used to be our like snack time. Let's watch, let's answer questions together, get those brain juices flowing, but we just haven't had time. It's not as much of a priority as it used to be. I am missing a lot of the tips that people are sharing for you. Did you? No,
that's okay.
Are you doing okay?
I'm doing fine. I'm crushing. I just need to get to the other side, which I will figure out. I need to probably combine the speed with something because the speed hasn't really been helpful for me yet. But I also haven't actually got out of this like room without like screwing up.
Kimon said I also started playing Kirby Planet Robobot. Robobot a few days ago. I said that weird the first time. I hope you're having fun with that. We definitely have been missing Kirby, especially with Air Riders content like everywhere. Like we're trying to avoid things.
Yeah,
but...
I saw someone like apparently you can design you can make designs for the little warp star thingies that you ride around, the little vehicles, and someone had made like Hank Hill's face, and people were making jokes like, oh, it's a warp star and warp star accessories. I'm like, funny for you guys. That's great.
And hey, Kate, I agree with you. 6'9" is funnier than 6'7". Also, welcome back. How you doing? She looked at some of the Target bags. They didn't look great.
Well, you know, that's their fault.
And Kirby, so that's what I'm saying. Our check bags do teleport from one plane to another as long as, like, we check it in with the same airlines. Like, we've never had that issue. It's only once we reach our destination, like, that's where we give ourselves more time to actually get to the hotel with our bags because we have to wait with the conveyor thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I'm not...
The only time that, like, wherever, like, if there's gonna be an issue that, like, really puts a constraint on us, it's gonna be, like, if we were, like, risking it and doing, like, a 1 hour layover. Because, like, we don't know how far the next plane's gonna be, like, and...
But even then...
But we don't do that if we're, like...
I don't know. I guess it just depends. They teach their own on their travel. But, like, for us, we only do a check bag if we absolutely need it. Like, sometimes we'll be doing, like, photo shoots where we have to wear different outfits. And, like, it's better to have those in a bigger suitcase that's checked in, along with all the stuff that we need to get ready with, like, other than having that carried on with us. But if it's a quick trip, like 1 or 2 days kind of thing, or even 3 days, we typically try to just do our carry-on suitcase and our, like, backpack. We're very efficient packers now that we've been doing this for quite a while. Like, I used to be super efficient on my own. When Doza first got added to the mix, I struggled with, like, trying to help him because, like, I had my set ways. But I think at this point, having been in a relationship for many, many years, I think we're doing much better.
Oh my gosh, travel's been way easier than it has been in the early years.
Yeah, we have, like, the luggage that we need. We have the systems depending on the length of the trip. Work-wise, we know, like, what electronic stuff we need to take, what, you know, depending on the type of work. Usually it's an on-site photo shoot or video shoot, what have you. Or other times it's UGC-related things. It's all over the place. But, like, we have a system, which is great.
I've been very, like, we haven't had, like, super-duper insane long, like, travels. So I've been very fortunate to be able to pack my most important things with my carry-ons, as opposed to, like, having to put them in a what you call it? What do you call it? Oh dang! I have to be faster for this. Oh damn! Putting it in a check-in bag, you know. So I haven't had a situation where it's like, oh no, I've lost some very important, expensive thing. What if it was a laptop in there, you know?
In fact, last year,
without the battery.
Last year in December, we ended up going to Seattle during the holiday time for a work trip, and we added on like some fun days because it's Christmas time. Like, why not? And when we did that, we had to take winter coats and other things too, and like snow boots and stuff for where we were going and exploring, and all of that fit in our carry-on because we were so freaking efficient.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. But yeah. Kate used to go out at midnight on Black Friday in the early 2000s with her dad to get a purse for Christmas. Aw. That's really sweet. Was that like a tradition every year? Like, do you now just buy yourself a purse, like, you know, kind of regularly? Also, bless you, Doza.
Thank you. I sneezed.
He did sneeze it.
I don't want to go down this.
Kirby says most of his plane trips are for a month long. So, oh, that makes sense. Doza and I have never traveled anywhere together for a whole month. I used to, before Doza, like, I would go to India or Dubai or, like, visiting family a lot, like, for holidays and things like summer and winter holidays. And when I do that, that kind of corresponded with, like, school holidays, though.
I think the thing is, for me, it's like I've never been away from home longer than a month. Or not longer than, like, 3 weeks. 3 weeks in my life.
Oh, okay.
In my whole life, I've never like stayed somewhere else for like a prolonged period of time. I don't know what that's like. I've never had to like get used to a new like daily routine or anything like that, or like find out what's gonna be my regular breakfast spot. You know, like that's never been an experience that I've had, and you know, it's kind of sad to be honest. Like, because Nush and I have definitely
talked about
it. We fantasize about like what if we, you know, spent an entire month, you know, somewhere else, Or
Well-
even as crazy as like, what if we lived in a different place every 3 months?
We actually, oh my gosh, if COVID didn't happen in 2020, we actually, I think we talked about this before, but we actually had a plan to live in different places that entire year. And we had work lined up in person in these different places. It was going to be international too. And we figured out a way that we can actually stream from these different places, not in the same schedule, but there was a whole thing that was going to happen. And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And everything that year got canceled. And yeah, it does look like he's stuck right now.
No,
No,
I'm
you're
not
gonna
stuck.
brute force it.
I'm getting somewhere, or I'll die.
I don't know. It's not looking.
No,
right.
I'm getting higher. I just need to keep spamming jump.
Okay, he
I'm
got
alive.
out. That's crazy.
Let's go get some health.
Kate said somehow I accidentally backed up the video, so that's why nothing I said made sense. Oh.
Oh.
Hopefully you're in the present now. Also, other people told you bless you. I don't know if you saw
No, I
earlier when
I
you
was dealing
sneezed.
with the whole thing, but thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, we had this whole thing and then it didn't work out, and we still think about it. I think that's why like this year was finally the year that we said yes to every opportunity for travel pretty much. I think almost every opportunity, right? Like it was definitely the year of yes.
It was definitely the year of yes.
Which was great. It's been like, even though they didn't all result in like multiple projects, like you never know. In fact, funnily enough, Nush and Doza related, there was a game that we played and made a little video about. It was just a YouTube short too, but it was last year, I think, or recently. Anyways, we created a video. The developers of that game reached out to us by email this week, and they actually sent us a Steam key for their game that they just released. Like, just to experience it, like whether we create a video or not, like here you go. And they're actually willing to offer more Steam keys for our community. And I think that's super exciting. I don't think that's ever really like happened to us in this way.
Not in a follow-up. Usually it's a bunch of cold,
People
it'd be
just
like a
sending
cold
out
just random.
Yeah. It's just people, developers, Steam people just saying like, hey, like, here's our thing if you want to do it kind of thing. But never someone that said, hey, I saw the video you already made about my game. And I was like, that's really exciting.
I'm humbled.
Yes.
I'm interested to see like if we have the time. But
Yeah.
there are not many, there are not many Christmas games out there. You think there would be, but a lot of them are just like little bite-sized kind of situations.
Yeah, it was like a indie Christmas game. I didn't include that part yet, but because Doza and I haven't made a decision about what we're gonna do with it, but we shall see. It depends on time, like you said. A lot of travel costs is accommodations. That's where most of the money goes. Yeah. Luckily, like since it is work related, like we are able to write it off, which is kind of nice to not be able to like. By writing off all the travel expenses, I think that's one way that we're able to afford it a little bit more too and take these calculated risks because of who we get to meet. And that's why, like, even this making a video as Nush and Doza over a year ago and someone reaching out now, like, hey, here's a Steam key kind of thing. That's exciting. That's similar to, like, in the work world, like with our business where we're providing services for people and creating things for them. Like, these opportunities come up and it's like, yeah, I would love to, this year was the first year in the summer, the first time we ever filmed a project like in Hollywood. And that's insane.
I had never been to Hollywood before, and it was.
And we got to go to work there?
It was kind of magical,
It was surreal. And like, it's, I don't know, it's just taking more risks to say like, I know like we're going to be spending more than we're making for this, but we got to film in Hollywood for a Hollywood project. And that's, I know we love making videos, whether in person or content-wise here for fun with passion project, like with gaming and food and art and stuff. But like, this was a whole other ballpark of a situation, and it was, kind of life-changing. And that's why I think it also helped us say more yes to more things.
It definitely did.
Even if
you just have to leave yourself open an opportunity, right? Like, it's like success, and of course you can define success however you want. Again, like we spend a lot of money to do these things to have these potentials for opportunities and things like that, but they say that opportunity is preparedness crossed with luck, right? And so that's like the real difference. You kind of have to have a bit of both. But if you're only relying on one, then that's not really gonna happen. So
earlier, like, you know, since we've been, you know, self-employed for quite a while now, like doing all of this, taking those risks of leaving our corporate job and then reflecting on like where we're at now, like we're super proud of how far we've come. It's not completely like, none of it's risk-free. Like we could lose one of our clients and like have to dip into, you know, savings or like figure out things and recrunch the numbers or like move to a smaller place or what have you. And we did spend quite a long time, basically the entirety of the pandemic, in a smaller place thinking we were about to travel, only to just live in a small place where we couldn't even unpack all of our stuff. And now we have, you know, a 2-bedroom place that gives us a little more space to actually work and live, especially because we spent all of our time here. It's been different. Like we realize like we do enjoy this space, but if push comes to shove and we can't afford it.
Well, at least living in a smaller place is already a
something that's proven for us.
Thing, you know. Yeah. So worst case scenario, not literally worst case scenario, but you know, having to make difficult decisions, it helps having that experience, and it helps knowing where your potential limits may be.
Yeah.
Because you never know. You just never know. You can't predict life.
I know we haven't been talking about the game much, and we're already like 30 minutes in. I know Doza's kind of getting through it, and Midnight Coffee and others are giving tips. But I don't know. Is there any update, or is it really we're still saving the dragons?
Well, when you put it like that, I had some water go down the wrong pipe. When you put it like that, then you know that's what's going on in the game.
I don't mean to take away from. I mean, we've been obviously talking about a lot of stuff, and Wednesday streams is a lot about catching up with everybody. Kate did say that the whole purse thing like was a tradition. Yes, it was. It kind of was, is what she said. Don't do it anymore though. It was when she was in school. I feel like people cared more about purse brands. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
fair enough.
I remember high school, and there was a subset of girls that were very into, you know, like Coach purse. Coach was a really popular brand at my school for some reason.
I have never had a Coach purse. I've
never been friends with anyone who's had a Coach purse. I think it's just they just, you know, their families just don't have, they're just not in the tax bracket. I guess
I did have Louis Vuitton purses, but they were gifted to me, so it wasn't. I didn't pay for it. In fact, most of my purses come from freaking like Amazon or small businesses.
You have one that's made of, and I think this is cool. Okay, so it hasn't been said, so I want to say it, but I want you to know where I'm coming from. That apple leather.
Oh yeah.
She has this great little red
vegan
carry purse,
yeah.
strap over the shoulder, whatever thing.
It's
made of apple leather. It's vegan.
It's sustainable.
Or whatever.
It's a small business that I wanted to support. I can't remember the name of the brand right now. I'll have to look it up. If anyone's interested, let me know, or ask in Discord or something, and I'll remember to tell you again. It was years ago. But yeah, like I look for things that are unique, that are gonna work. But primarily, like I didn't buy anything for a long time. I don't really have a big purse collection or anything, or wallets or any of that. I try not to have a lot on me if I can help it. And most of my clothes don't have pockets. Yeah.
Whoa.
If you're comfortable with it, what kind of video did you film in Hollywood? It was an on-site shoot. So what clients do is like they'll want to film like a campaign for social media or for their website or what have you. So it's usually like a long-form video. Because of an NDA, we can't tell you any specifics. We work on the projects, we help out with it and everything, but we can't necessarily like say we actually get paid more by not having our names attached to it. And it's something that we put into like our contracts with them. Like we get rights for portfolio, but like you are the owner of this video. We're just helping you have it come to life.
Right. So at the end of it, like if we make a video for somebody, at the end of it, it's not going to say, you know, made
our
by
names.
Our names.
No.
So it's just not going to include that at all.
We have portfolio rights to be able to use it to help us get more clients. And they give testimonials and vouch for us and things like that.
Yeah. And a big part of that is because so much of the last few years of doing this and, you know, being on our own and sustaining ourselves has been through word of mouth rather than like Like, we've never taken out like an ad for a Facebook page or anything like that.
No,
Damn it.
everything's been word of mouth. And that's what's really cool about like these people that we work with, like, you know, in different industries, whether it's small businesses or like the on-site shoot in Hollywood. Like, it was downtown Los Angeles. We were on several different locations, like filming things, and we got to network and meet people throughout all of this. So it was very exciting to like connect with them, and like people are still connected with us to where like we met a photographer there who is still in touch with us. We follow each other on like social media and things, and we've connected to where like he's, you know, if he's looking for something, or like if an opportunity comes our way for a photographer, we've sent it to him, and vice versa. Like it's networking. But it feels more authentic this way than like pulling out ads and constantly like, hey, hire us for this, hire us for this. I love word of mouth. I'm so grateful for word of mouth and like people being able to refer out client to client. Like, hey, like people will say if they see a video that we've done. There was a video we did for actually in along with a museum a couple years ago. Or it was almost like 4 or 5 years ago now, actually.
Yeah, time keeps leaving.
That video was actually so good, apparently, that like it was a whole campaign for it and everything too. It wasn't just one video, but like the initial one, people, I think like 3 or 4 people throughout the last like 5 years have asked like, who did this? Like, I want something like this, but for something I'm working on, and they referred the name out to us. And while it's not always like a bigger project, like even those one video projects, this 2 or whatever, it helps. Everything snowballs into whatever like we're able to do, you know? But we are only 2 people, so it's not really something that can be scaled, because it's really the amount of manpower or woman power or human power rather of what we can actually like do and create, you know? So there is a max of like what we can sustainably do, and we don't really necessarily want to hire more workforce, which is why what's also cool is that these, you know, clients will ask other people like from their team, or for as an employer, they'll have other people collaborate with us to help out, which is really cool in that way too. And that's another way for us to connect.
Exactly.
Always happy to answer questions about this stuff. Honestly, I think it provides a lot of value. I know while like the stream and the game is like entertainment, like I love being able to add value to help others. And we do get DMs about this from some people sometimes, which is great. I don't know if other people are like, I'm bored of
personal thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes people are just more comfortable that way.
But like some people might be like, I'm bored of like talking about all this. Can we talk about Spyro? Can we talk about video games? Can we talk about literally anything else? But that's also one of the beauties of streaming and how things have gone on this journey as Nush and Doza for us, is that it's a safe space to talk about anything and everything. So that's what I do sometimes.
Exactly.
Let's see. And hey, Cat C. Right, how are you? Welcome back.
How's it going? Play anything cool lately?
Luxury is stupid anyways to destroy purses and rather discount them.
Yeah,
people
there
like,
was a documentary on, I think on Netflix, and they were literally like slashing purses like because they didn't sell. It's like, well, because you don't want your luxury brand to be associated with clearance, right? And you got there's an image to maintain. I mean, that's half of what luxury is. Sometimes luxury can be like good quality too, but you know, there's a diminishing returns on like you get what you pay for kind of situation.
Does everyone remember like the Birkin bag? Though I have read about how a Birkin bag specifically, or a Hermes bag.
So those who don't know, can you put a price point?
They vary.
Something so you could get a car, or
right.
You get a sports car.
I guess if I like Google Birkin bag average like price, it can range anywhere from $10,000 to $2 million. So yeah, definitely out of our price range. However, I did read there is someone named Simran Kaur who does like, she used to do Girls That Invest, but it's now transitioned to Friends That Invest. I've been following her for years, learning a lot about investing in things, and she has talked about how investing into a Birkin bag for a woman can actually be a huge payoff. And I actually like have, you know, having followed her and seeing how this actually does, she shares the numbers and everything. She has a really good book, and like other things that her team and everyone's doing now with content around all of this and financial literacy. It's interesting to see that some investments of luxury brands actually can be a good investment. With jewelry, that's another one. Like the value of gold, and this is something I just know as an Indian American, like growing up, like, or traditionally, women like would pass down gold from daughter to daughter to daughter kind of thing as, you know, they get married, what have you, as like a financial thing to help them. There's a lot of cultural like nuance to that, but it's so valid and I totally get it.
It's really cool thinking about these things in a different way other than like, this is an expensive item.
I mean, it hasn't even been 100 years that a woman could have had a bank account on her own. It had to be tied with their father or with their male guardian.
Know when in America that
or a husband.
Yeah, like when could a woman open up her own bank account? I feel like it was the 50s. But you know, I'm not a historian, so
I know it's not within even 100 years. I think the 1974. Yeah, 74.
I was like 50s. Yeah,
No.
okay, maybe, you know.
The Equal Credit Opportunity
Nope.
Act of 1974.
Damn.
Women gained the federal right to open a bank account in their own name without a male cosigner. So yeah, it's insane. So I think like me also being, you know, the daughter of like immigrants in this country, first generation Indian American and all of that, I definitely like have seen different things from different cultures, and like I've always been interested in like, I want to be financially literate. I want to figure out how to do all this stuff. And I hate that things are still like in India, like sometimes I don't know about today, but I do know when I was still a minor, since I have dual citizenship with India and the US, mostly the reason for that is just to have a lifetime visa to be able to travel between both countries, which is so funny because like today, literally, everything's so connected. There was someone from Ohio, a Republican, I forget his name, put into basically like trying to get rid of dual citizenship. I don't know if anyone's really interested in hearing all about this, but it's insane and it's crazy and like it helps no one. And it's about loyalty to the United States. Like I haven't read everything about it. I literally opened my phone to take a break from like work, and that was the first thing I saw, and I was like, screw this, I'm getting back to work. I can't like get mad about this right now. So I haven't read too much into it.
I think it's like one of those things where it's like, what can we do to rally support? What can we, let's go down the list. Yeah, if somebody has no idea about stuff, you can easily manipulate them into believing that this is an important issue. Logically, how could somebody be a citizen of more than one place? It doesn't seem like a very loyal.
I haven't read it all, but
so
yeah.
I'm just thinking of it like, I'm thinking most common denominator, least amount of thought put in.
I don't think it's gonna pass, but even like wasting time doing this, like guys, we need representatives that are actually gonna work for us. And Katsy, right? Yes, Spyro is still as chonky as ever.
Oh, he gonna be chonk pretty much the whole time.
Flo was saying something about like the mic cable. Is anyone else hearing this? Like any issues with it? I see that he said your mic is not only on my phone, looks like a wire of yours is ruffled up. Any other issues for audio that anyone's having? Let us know, because we won't know unless you tell us, and I just saw Flo's comments about it.
Yeah.
So keep us posted, please. And Kate, I love the Emily reference from Gilmore Girls about the Birkin. Yeah, like that was actually my first introduction to Birkin, and then I learned more about it, obviously. You know, oh, it is us. Yeah, a little interference. I thought it was me. Interesting. Okay, we should probably look into that.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, everyone thought it was just them. We're gonna talk and try to listen for a second. Is it happening constantly or just once in a while? We're also saying this and then getting silent so we can test it.
Yeah.
On and off. Weird. Okay.
I'm gonna unplug the microphones and plug them back in.
So we're gonna mute it all for a second.
All right. We are hopefully back.
Hopefully it's better. Let us know. Keep us posted. It sounded like if someone bumped the mic. You still hear it?
Yeah.
Where is it happening? It's happening now. I hear it.
Yeah, it sounds strangely organic. Like it sounds like somebody's like bumping it. It's weird.
We're not bumping it though.
No.
I have bumped it before out of excitement, but not today.
I want to try this again. I'm gonna at least unpause the game so we can look at his beautiful face.
Now it's happening more.
Okay. Is this better?
Hopefully. Keep us posted. You know, it's funny because just a couple of weeks ago, our Elgato thing broke.
The capture card died.
The capture card died. So now it's like maybe our audio stuff. Like we bought all of this at the same time when we first started this journey like 7 years ago. So I don't know. Doza's still like listening to test it, but do you guys have any feedback? Can you even hear us? Well, so far not the soft sound. Okay.
All right.
That was just slow. I love how everyone thought it was just on their end. Sound good now. Okay, cool.
All right. So so that we all know what happened, or not what happened, but we all know what happened in order to get back here. We have a little interface that plugs in via USB
audio
to the
box.
computer, a little audio box. Both of our microphones are XLR microphones, and they plug in with these special microphone-specific wires into this little box. I tried unplugging and then plugging back in, but that was still giving us the interference. So the second time, I switched our microphones to the other ports. So I put Nush's from port 1 to port 2, and I put mine from port 2 to port 1, and that seems to have solved it. So, you know, now we all know.
It looks like some people were saying like their headphones aren't the best, so that's why, like Andrew and Midnight and stuff, so like they didn't bring it up because they thought it was just them. That's fair. But yeah, we wouldn't know because we don't listen to like a feedback of all of the stuff unless you guys tell us, you know what I mean? But yeah. I'm glad we got that sorted. Definitely keep us posted. Even if one of you is having the issue, like we'll bring it up to everybody and see. But also, hey Ethan, hey Boxboy, since you're here now.
Yes, hello. Hey, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna jump in this purple pool to test whatever it is Midnight Coffee is getting at. If I die, I'm not counting it. I'm just saying.
Doza, then don't do
it. I'm not being. Wait, not
is
there.
Is this the
near
Easter
the stairs?
egg thing?
Oh yeah. If it's for an Easter egg, I don't want to count it. Like it's not because like I skill issued or I messed up or like, you know, it's like if the game glitched and killed me and I had no part in it.
And Kate, yeah, so like one thing when we started streaming, for us the most important thing, especially because we don't have a face cam or anything, is that like audio is and was and is continues to be the most important thing for us. Like graphics, like having the quality, yes, but also like being able to hear us, because the majority of our stream is us talking.
That's the most important aspect of our stream.
Yeah. So
nobody wants to listen for 2 hours to static.
we did invest into really good audio, especially because we needed it for work too. Because remember, we were originally like doing this stuff for clients when we were like, hey, we can create a YouTube channel around our passions, and then that's what we did. So it's kind of funny that like how this all came to be. Freckles fell asleep with the stream open, was so confused when he woke up to hear us. Oh my goodness. I was wondering where you went, because usually like if you have to go, you'll tell us. But that's so funny. What's even the time for you right now? Because it's morning, right? Like it's earlier for you.
Yeah, I can't even pretend to
and
have an idea.
If you're already off of like school, you probably want to sleep in, honestly.
Am I headed the right direction to find these like stairs with the pool?
And Kate, you're absolutely right. Audio is the most important thing on YouTube. People hate bad sound, but will watch a video filmed on a potato, no problem. In fact, that theory, even last week, we created a video for a client. It was a Zoom meeting, but their settings for their like video recording is basically potato, like really bad potato. But the video itself, like the audio was good, and people like engagement has been great for them. It was someone new recording it for them for the first time, and it was like, let's change your settings to be better quality next time.
Yes.
Yeah. It's midday. Went to bed at 3 a.m. last night though, because I was on a call with a friend. Fair enough. I mean, it's your break, so yeah, have fun with it.
That makes sense.
I did see your comment. I'm gonna go back up a little before all this audio stuff to make sure we didn't miss too much to kind of just talk about whatever again. Yeah, it really sucks. There is a child in my family who currently has dual citizenship, but one of the countries doesn't allow dual citizenship for adults, so kiddo will have to choose when 18. Well, if this passes, it hasn't passed yet, right? Or is it because of the other country that they're involved with? Because as far as I know, this is just with the US right now that they're trying to get it passed, which I think is ridiculous, because it does say that if they go through it, like if it does pass, then everyone who has dual citizenship has to basically write like a declaration statement saying, oh, I am declaring my citizenship with just one of these countries, and it's this one, and then it can change everything. Again, the only reason like I even got it was so I could easily travel to and from India and back with my family and here to the United States where I was born and raised, like without too much hassle and stress, and not having to redo visas and things like that. Like it was just, oh, this gives you lifetime access to be able to go to both places. So yeah, you're following Midnight's tips, I assume.
I was attempting to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh, as long as I'm here, that's good. But I think I actually have to be up the stairs. So I'm up the stairs now, and I'm supposed to go left. Like, they took the water out.
The middle of all of the chaos, Fry was also saying what I love about Samus is how chill she is. Like, she just gets sent to a random hostile planet with none of her artillery or weapons and just vibes while being badass. That's awesome. I can't wait to, like, get to know her more than what you guys have told me over streams. Remember how long it took me to realize that she was a girl?
Yeah, that was I only knew because of Smash. Because
honestly,
when she gets electrocuted, you could see through the suit.
It made me like her more, because it's like, oh, empowered women, let's freaking go.
Yeah, I mean, it's super early. I don't know when the first Metroid came out, but I mean, imagine, right? Because like I think that's like the little bit that I know. There's like a big reveal that Samus was a girl this whole time. She like takes off her helmet and she has like green hair and whatever. All right, we're good. All right, you're welcome.
Midnight Coffee earlier, her comment was really funny, but we never got to say it out loud. Was the Birkin bag, does it come with a G virus?
The only virus I know of is like the T virus from Resident Evil. Is this a reference or? And
Kirby actually said, yeah, those bags are expensive, but to get the more expensive bags, you need to buy a bunch of the cheaper expensive bags first.
Sounds like rude.
Sort of. So like Hermes, like if you go to, you have to be offered an Hermes bag, or like that's the thing, and you have to try to build relationships with the people, like the associates there. I don't even know what they call them. Like I'm not, it's way above what I can afford.
A really fancy name.
Yeah, probably, I don't know, but I've seen, like, I do follow certain like entrepreneurs and influencers online who do have these things, and it's interesting to see how they get offered one or get like their dream bag or what have you. But there are also now more places that resell things, specifically like, you know, for like luxury items, but where you don't have to be offered it. You can just go in and buy it for kind of a discounted rate. In fact, there's actually a store in San Antonio, I believe, called Blue Diamond, and it's like jewelry, designer, handbags, what have you. I've never been, but they've showed up on my For You page quite a bit, and they like have different luxury bags, and they like, it's a small business because it's a small family that does this.
Hi, Shane.
And it's very interesting.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done.
And hey, Shane, how are you doing? Welcome back. But yeah, like it's interesting because Kate even said like jewelry as an investment, that's old school. I was about to say the job and bank account thing that Nush mentioned. Interesting thing, Macy's was the first credit card that women could have alone. I didn't know that.
Wow.
And it makes sense why some of the older generational like people that we know in our families even, they really love Macy's. Thinking about it. Like I'm talking about like some of your aunts and then also like on my family side too.
I wonder if there's anything positive about Ross.
Anyways. When's the last time we even went in a Ross?
I'm
like,
just saying that like Ross hits a certain price point that's popular with.
I think
some of the ladies
TJ
in my
Maxx,
family.
Home Goods, and some of that's more. No, your family like does Macy's. Your
That is
family, like
true.
one of your aunts loves Macy's. She gets excited when she gets the gift card.
Yes.
And we just Anyways, while jewelry as an investment is old school, I think it's worked for generations. That I think it's still going to continue. I'm trying to. Okay, I think that's about it before the audio stuff. So I'm just going to scroll back down because yeah, Shane, like Doza beat me to saying hi to Shane. That's not okay.
really bad at this. It's okay, Noosh.
But yeah, like I know we talked about this last week too, but financial literacy is so important. It's like the thing that holds most people back, honestly. Don't get into debt, like figure stuff out. I know some of you guys, like with your ages, it may range, but I just think it's important.
Boom, got it.
And you got to kind of take it upon yourself because like, especially the United States public schools, they ain't doing nothing for you.
No, and they're being made to do even less for you. That's not an accident, people. Yeah, I already got that one.
Andrew actually remembers being a shocked little boy when Samus's armor broke off and there was a woman in Smash.
I know, right? And Kirby, did not a lot of people see it because skill issue? Like they couldn't get to the end of the game? Or do you have to like 100% the game? Like again, never played.
You know, Kate, I should probably give Bee and Puppy Cat another try, especially with you comparing it this way. Like so much insane stuff happens and the characters just roll with it. Strive to be that chill. I do need to be more chill in life.
Y'all said I would have trouble with this. We'll see. Yeah, you know, I'm down. I think that maybe the mindset going into something like that should be like unwind as very few opportunities as that presents itself for us. I think that's what it has to be because we're just very antsy people. And I think to appreciate certain shows, certain movies, like they can't just be regulated to the background. Then it's just noise.
Yeah.
Some things excel at being noise and are great at being noise. Anything Gordon Ramsay puts out, great noise. Love it.
Kate remembers when she went to China, she went to a silk factory. They claimed that the scarves were Hermes brand and you could get them from the factory way cheaper. Yeah, I mean, there's a creator who actually like makes, he like broke down like making a mini Kelly, which is a type of Hermes bag, like, but doing it and saying like this is how much it costs to make it, and he actually makes it. It was pretty cool to see. But what I was getting at, like Blue Diamond in San Antonio, and then there's also a brand in the UK and in Dubai called Love Luxury. Their content's great because they break down why the cost of these things are this way and like why Hermes does things that way. But they also not offer like Hermes does, where you have to spend a lot of money to get the more expensive ones. But like anyone can walk in. You don't need to be offered. You can walk in. If you have the money, you can walk in and buy what you want based on what their availability is. And I think that's pretty cool because it makes it more accessible to everybody and not just like the whole socioeconomic status thing, if that's something that you prioritize and want, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not here to pass judgment or nothing.
And Shane, I used to think I didn't have the brain power for finance either. I mean, if you met me over 10 years ago, like I was definitely just reading fiction all the time because I was trying to escape from life.
Jane, think of it like this. When your brain when you get into like drawing as one example, and you're thinking about perspective and you're thinking about how the how the physics of this material should look like, or you're thinking about, well, let's see, if we have this many light sources, then these sides should be lit up, and then that means that also that there should be a shadow or should be shading here, and you put all that together, for somebody who isn't experienced in art or doesn't like already have an artistically leaning brain, that is what maybe what you're feeling about like with finance. But really it just takes time and being able to like start in a place in a way that makes sense for you.
You have to want to prioritize it and actually prioritize it. And part of that is, you know, adjusting, which is why I was saying like 10 years ago, I was reading mostly fiction for the majority of my life. And then like once I, you know, hit adulthood, if you will, and like realized I need to get a handle on things, I started going to nonfiction and then going to financial books and business books and trying to figure out stuff because I didn't go to school for any of this.
And I think that even if it wasn't school, I would have done the least
to get the grade and get out of there.
Yeah, because that's what I did with government. You know, I definitely did that with government. Where
and government doesn't really teach you a lot either. You have to kind of.
It's more of a history lesson, really, than anything else.
Yeah, like this is why the way things are, but not like how you deal with the way things are and the changes that happen.
Yeah, it's set up like this. This is how it's supposed to go, and then it's like, well, what about all the legal bribes and what about when someone says something but they mean something else? Or being able to connect 2 or 3 things beyond what... Like, if somebody's going to say, like, oh, I want to change this, great. You have that one point, and you have the goal, supposedly. But what else is it going to... Maybe 2 or 3 times removed from that, where is it going to be? It's just like if you were making a choice in a video game, and you're like, well, I only have this many resources... I want to build up my barracks first so I can start getting the upgraded units. Maybe my farms can, wait a little while before I really invest in the, like, better gear for my horses. It's like the same thing. It's just one's made to be fun and the other one is purposefully made not to be fun.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume that everyone here is a gamer in some capacity. Well, one thing that's helped Doza and I is gamification. If you take life things and gamify it, it's more likely to be accomplished for us because we like to accomplish video games and beat them and get like move on to the next kind of thing. So if we gamify our goals, it really helps. If we gamify our priorities, it really helps. And that's another thing. Like if you want to prioritize learning finances, treat it like a video game. Treat it like a bunch of quests, mini quests, and like things that you need to accomplish to get to whatever that big financial goal for you is. It could be like, oh, I'm in debt and I need to get out of debt. Here's what I need to do. Or, oh, I have this student loan and I just finished graduating or I'm about to graduate. I need to figure out how to repay this and do it in the best efficient way possible. Just like you would take on a boss. Think of that student debt or the credit card bills or what have you, or the entire financial
like
thing.
I need to farm this much so that I can afford to get this set of armor, so that I can go do this quest, so that I can get this really good weapon, so that I can beat the boss in a certain time, so I can get enough of the objectives done, so that I can then do that to do all that over again. Yeah,
or do something better to accomplish it better. Like the first time you beat an Elden Ring boss, like is not going to be the same as like another time you try it because you've already done it once. You get habitual, you get to learn, and you get to use what worked before or what needs to be improved on, and you get better and better. But you have to want it. No one's gonna make you do it. You have to eventually, as an adult, most of us have to do it for ourselves.
If you have trouble with trying to think of a structure that's gonna that you can gamify it, guess what? There are subreddits out there where people struggling with the exact same thing have made it a lot more, I would say, accessible to start thinking about this kind of stuff and how you can apply it to your situation. Because everyone's situation is different, but it doesn't mean that you should just ignore it just because I'm not this person or I'm not whatever they're trying to push or whatever they're trying to say, so it's not relevant to me.
And there's plenty of resources. If you're not into Reddit forums, there are YouTube videos. I love the University of YouTube. I've learned so much. Or free resources online. You just have to find trusted things that work for you. Or like Kate was saying earlier, find ways that people are simplifying it. I have the only reason I graduated from high school or college or anything is literally because of Khan Academy and their free online courses to learn math. if I didn't use Khan Academy for math and then eventually for coding and other things too, or Code Academy for coding really, but regardless, if I didn't use those free resources outside of what school was trying to teach me, I would not have passed. I hate math. I use math daily, and practically, like even today, I had to calculate so many numbers, and I was like, why am I doing this? I hate this part of my life, or like my job or whatever. But it's something that I have to do as a business owner. And so like, I need to, you know, do it, and I get through it, but like, use the resources that you have in your learning style. Know what that is. Know your numbers when it comes to finances. Always put yourself first. We've been saying that since like day one of Nush and Doza. Like, you do you was literally our first blog post on our website, nushanddoza.com, when we launched. And like, just do it, taking the whole Nike concept of like, you need to do it for yourself. You need to take accountability.
It's like one of the few times where we should absolutely take Shia LaBeouf seriously. You know, like use that, fuel that for yourself. It's not just a meme. It can be actually a thing that you can improve your life with.
And always 100% prioritize yourself first. No one else is going to do it for you, and you know yourself the best. Learn from that, reflect on it. Like, that's why we say it's important to set intentions and reflect on your year and like, or your month or your week or your day. We literally talk about, Doza and I, every morning. We have it in our calendar, and it's like intentions for the day, and then only can we have breakfast. Like after the intentions like moment. Having that talk with each other, or even if you don't have a partner like that, like even for yourself. I used to do it without anyone before Doza, but now because our lives are so intertwined, we've added it. Like, this is what we need to do. I love how you guys are all funny about saying you're not a gamer in the slightest, or like have no idea, never played a game, or not a gamer, I know what a woman is. You guys are so funny.
The funniest.
Ah, man.
I need to get this one to go down so I can get that dinosaur over there. Oh, and I briefly saw that comment that was made about Grimmsnarl and some lady who had a crush on this boss, so I'm expecting a very good looking buff troll looking thing.
I like Kate's idea of like, I have a tip for learning finance. PBS has a mini show called 2 Cents. It is here on YouTube too. The videos are short and make things very easy to understand. There you go. What a great place to start.
Oh, there are those social media accounts now. This is more about consumption rather than anything that's directly helpful, but there are accounts where lawyers will just like, lawyer react, right? And then they talk about like a particular, they show a clip of like an altercation, and they're like, who do you think was in the wrong? Well, based on da-da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da, it could be this. And like, people eat that up because they're just like,
learn a lot.
You make it like approachable, and you make it like dramified, but you know, like nobody wants to hear somebody quote like, well, based on subsection this of this law, blah, 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 you know?
Yeah. And Midnight Coffee, being completely vulnerable, sharing that like you struggle with confidence when it comes to that. Same. Like, I know that since we've been streaming for a while, like if you look back at how we first streamed to now, like there's definitely a change and shift when it comes to confidence, or at least how we sound. But with all that we do, like if you would have asked me when I first left my corporate job, like to talk about any of this stuff, I would not have been as confident as I am right now. It all comes with doing. Like actually the act, right? It's not just talking about it, it's actually doing it, where you become more confident with anything. Or yes, still having to triple check you know, numbers and things like that. Luckily there are resources, like if you know how to use Excel, even in its bare like minimum, like the calculations, a lot of it is done for you. Or you can invest into different apps, like whether paid or free, I don't know. Like we don't really use too many apps. I'm still kind of old school and do Excel because, you know, it just works for us. We also
apps that help you reduce the amount of apps you're subscribed to.
There's even that, but like you can even use, well, we use like QuickBooks for our business, but like for everything else, like personal expenses and all that, I literally like have an Excel sheet. We've shared that Excel sheet with some people before. Yeah. Like people have DM'd us about it. Like if you want a blank template, it's obviously customized to us, and it's not, we're not financial experts. This is just what works for us. And when it comes to this or anything else, we love sharing about our experience. I know there are some of you that are here and otherwise that like have DM'd us before about like questions, and we're always open to helping and supporting with our experience. Because if that's something we can pay forward based on our lived experience, I think that's well worth it to provide value. Yes, we can provide entertainment. Chonky Spyro is cute. We love him. But like we can also provide value, and that makes our life more purposeful.
More fulfilling.
And more fulfilling, yes. Comparable, since walking, running to the gym is already helping you lose weight, get in shape, which is also what the gym is for. I think
a cheat code if you like can walk to a gym, you know.
That's
you already get it started.
That's the second part to Andrew's, like farming for blood vials and old yarn could be running, walking to and from the gym, since farming there gets you blood vials and money to buy more vials. And blood vials are like flask and other souls, but don't auto regen. So he was comparing it to that. I didn't read the first part first, so I wanted to reiterate.
I don't have any context for that. I know blood vials, and I know that people have complained about farming, but I truly don't know.
And hey, Doom Guy, how are you doing?
Good evening.
Coming in with, is there any Christmas stuff this year? So you may have noticed that on today's stream, being the first stream of December, it does say Happy Holidays with our glob deer as one of the little, like part of our stream overlay that shows up. Right now it says globmerch.com, which we do have our holiday merch available on globmerch.com again for this month. Unfortunately, that part is not on the stream overlay yet, but it's !holiday, I think. Holidays.
Holidays.
Yeah,
plural,
with an S.
Holidays.
That will be added during tomorrow's stream. We were trying to get it on for today's stream, but it didn't work out. But the code still works. Just don't have it there. But you can also type !globmerch and it'll take you there. Also happy to report that last week, Peter let us know that globpoints.com was having some issues. Well, we fixed it. So globpoints.com, that link should work now too on every browser, Windows, Mac. I think he was using Firefox, Google Chrome. Like I went through with our domain and our domain register person, like, or not person, but like the system that we use. And I was able to get that all sorted out. And so we fixed that as well. We were on a roll. We actually also today, oh my gosh, like we responded to every single DM that we have. Now we did receive some responses back, so it's going to take a minute to respond to them, but we, you know, that's how it goes with these things. How you doing, Doza?
This. I'm doing okay. I'm glad to hear that I'm doing quite well for myself despite the difficulty of the level. Being patient has been probably the biggest thing.
So
is this the boss? Oh, frick.
I asked you a question. I'm gonna follow up on it in a moment, but like Boxboy, there is no Jerome command. Flo, you have to spell holidays correctly for it to work.
One L.
Yeah.
I know that I'm.
And now I'm wondering if Streamlabs has even been here all night.
Has it?
I don't know. I think so. I'd assume so. Yeah, I see some, but like I don't know if the commands are working. But like we fixed everything earlier, so it's like I don't know. Hopefully the glob points comes through.
Oh my god, just in my freaking face.
There you go. Glob points is right there. So that should work.
There.
And no rush, Shane. We just wanted to make sure we got back to you.
Got him. Okay.
Oh,
I did it.
I'm gonna drink some water.
As well you should. Everyone should be hydrated right now.
And yes, it is December. It is cold outside. We are still, kind of to reiterate with like Doom Guy's question about the holidays and stuff, like for Christmas, we do have the merch out, obviously on globmerch.com if you want to check it out. No new designs this year. It's kind of using some designs from like previous years. Those aren't like anniversary stuff where it's like a limited time sale. It's kind of a repeat thing. So we have some like pajama pants with our glob pattern. We have like some magnets. I'm trying to think. We have a Nush and Doza Eats apron. That's actually technically new this year. You may have seen it in some of our Nush and Doza Eats videos. We have a holiday mug that's really fun.
I believe that's the only apron I've ever owned.
We've been gifted aprons by your family.
Yeah, but I own
one of your aunts actually gifted me one of those, like, it's kind of cheesy, but it's cute. Like, it's like the I'm the chef, like, kiss me, like, whatever, something like that.
Oh, a classic.
Like one of those. And it was gifted to me when Doza's family years ago actually chipped in to get me, like, one collective gift. And it was kind of for both of us, obviously. Like, we're going to share everything because we live together and our lives are intertwined. But they got me a KitchenAid mixer. for my birthday, and it was like, so Doza can finally teach me all the baking.
Yes.
Because his family is more of a baking family, and I come from a family that cooks a lot more.
It is so important because, like, I feel like whenever, I don't know, baking without an apron is just like, if I'm wearing something dark, oh my goodness. I'm just going to be covered in flour. It's going to be so obvious. But the apron, like, just is a game changer.
We're going to try to do some giveaways this month like we have done in the past with our glob deer and, like, the holidays. I don't know if everything we've done in past years for Christmas and the holidays is going to happen just because of time and our work trip that's coming up. And, like, literally after we come back from the work trip, we just have a week and a half or 2 weeks until Christmas.
Yeah.
So, like, timing's a little iffy, but that's where we're at.
In this world, you must expect the unexpected.
Queen
this guy's
Latifah.
cool.
Prepare for what is not there.
I like the knitting guy. Where's he?
And hey, Avocado Kaya girl, welcome back.
How's it going?
It's good to see you again.
What was this guy's name? Latif? Like, for real? Did I miss that?
I guess so, like Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
I loved Queen Latifah. Like, I was introduced to her the first time in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when she was like dating Will.
Oh,
But she's been in
right,
so
yeah,
many
yeah.
things since then. His name was Latif.
I think the biggest thing I've ever seen her in is the holiday or last holiday or whatever, where she thinks she's gonna die, so she does all of her bucket list stuff and lives like a fulfilling life. And it's really wholesome.
And Fry, if we go over Box Boy's death prediction, which is the highest one. Sorry, just my water. I've been talking a lot tonight and today all day. Hold on, give me a moment.
What is she gonna say? What
Technically-
happens?
Technically, Doza can answer, but basically,
I can, yes.
Boxboy would win because he's
That's
the
right.
highest like viable thing. That's why sometimes going to that high crazy number does
Why do you think
pan
sometimes
out.
people do like they'll literally do like
5,000 something.
4,690? I think I've seen that. I think Peter might have done that before. He didn't win, but like, you know, it's always good to like. There's always a strategy to like throw something else out there.
And Kate, I did read your message. I read it to myself. I didn't react to it out loud. I was just trying to get through everything. But yeah, I still like. I feel like I do want it because I think that was the one you also compared to Gilmore Girls. But then like the whole randomosity part of it, I don't know. I guess right now when it comes to what I'm watching, I do like my reality TV, but competition stuff. Like Amazing Race, which I think the finale is tonight, by
Well,
the
you
way.
know, the
Doza.
benefit of reality TV in the background is that it's heavily edited, and so there's always going to be a very easy to follow narrative.
Did you hear that I said the finale's tonight? So we'll probably watch that tomorrow morning with breakfast.
Was that the case?
I think so. And then there's
Already?
also like Survivor. I don't think that's done yet. But anyways, like we like those type of shows and like competition stuff. But outside of that, I like just putting on things that are either dramatic or wholesome or like slice of life to just keep on in the background to keep me entertained while I'm working.
There's not a lot of like fantasy that you put on.
Not real. The closest thing I would say to fantasy would be like historical dramas. The reason I say fantasy is because sometimes they'll have like the occasional dragon or what have you, even though it's not like, you know,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. In fact, there is a new historical drama. I think it's called Victoria, about Queen Victoria's life. That was just added to Netflix, but it already has 3 seasons. I don't know where the show is from, but based on what Netflix showed me with a preview, I was like, yeah, I would totally binge watch this. So I think during some of the weekends of the holidays, I think I'll watch that for, we'll see. But because I've also been watching, like, we've already started watching holiday movies in the background. We saw Jack Frost, the 90s one, right?
Yeah,
Wait, what's his name?
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton. Do you guys know the one?
That's a movie. That's a
It's
movie
where
that
like the
exists.
dad turns into a snowman and like the graphics and stuff are really cringe, but like the
Oh my
movie,
God,
I don't
the
know.
green Screening.
Yeah, we watched that in the background, and then we've already seen like
Ow.
To Grandmother's House to Go with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I loved that movie growing up,
Yeah, when
and
they're, like,
I was a
3.
huge Full House fan, so like we watched that again. And Danny DeVito's wife is in it, along with Dick Van Dyke's brother.
Yes, I don't remember what his name is though.
I forget. That's why I said it that way. Like I should know their names.
Maybe it's Charles. Is it Charles?
And hey, Spicy McDougal, welcome. Spyro is thick. Isn't he adorable? We
He's the most adorablest.
oh, watch him roll.
Oh, I haven't rolled today.
You haven't rolled today. You need a roll. So yeah, we always knew we wanted to experience Spyro. For those that don't know, like some of you guys who have been here for the streams so far with this playthrough know, but like we knew we wanted to do it with this mod because of just the chonkiness, and it feels more globby, honestly. We should just call this the Globby Spyro mod.
I don't even know how I like discovered this mod.
I don't either.
Fairies are always on your side, Spyro.
And appreciate that, cat. I'll let you know about the whole the puppy cat, the bee and puppy cat. But yeah, like lately we've been just putting on holiday movies.
I get to see a bee.
But then I needed a break from holiday movies, and I was waiting to see if Mario Kart Playlist would show up today, but since he's not here, I'll say it again when he gets here in a future stream. But we started watching the movie that he recommended a while ago called Basketball, and we're only like 20 minutes in, and it's redonkulous. It's also rated R and not appropriate for most ages, which we didn't know going into this. We assumed it was a sports movie because it happened during a sports conversation.
And it technically
is, but it's also very mature themes, very interesting.
It's a movie from like the late 80s.
Before our time.
Before our time. But it's very reminiscent. Like I immediately started getting the vibe of like early YouTube. I'm talking like late 2000s, like skit humor.
Yeah. And apparently Kirby said, well, it's from South Park creators. South Park is not for kids. I didn't know that.
That would explain. So are the two main guys, are they the ones? I've never seen them in person.
That's so funny.
Well, not in person, but you know what I mean.
And Shane, we actually have like 3 mods here tonight. Isn't that crazy? Shane, Fry, Boxboy, thank you so much. We appreciate all that you do.
Must be something in the air that night.
And oh my gosh, Freckles, he said in all caps, that's why he's so thick. I was so confused. I love that. Yeah, our chunky boy.
You just didn't think to bring it up?
In fact, we actually, if you type in !Globby Dragon, you'll be reverted to our globmerch.com, where there is a very limited stock of a special sticker featuring our Globby Spyro boy.
Inspired by these streams.
Correct.
Hey, can I go higher?
You gotta spell it right though, Flo. You gotta go fast, but the Globby Dragon has to be spelled
There's no
correctly.
E in dragon in at least like the way we spell it. Sometimes there's an E in fairy. That's pretty whimsical.
And see you later, Midnight Coffee. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and all of the tips and pointing Doza in the right direction when he needed it.
Take it easy. I remember that interwebs before YouTube. Badger. Oh, mushroom. Yeah, it's a snake. I remember all that. Does anyone? I don't think anyone's gonna get this, but does anyone? If I say crab battle,
guys, Globby is Globby.
Are we having trouble?
A little bit. There you go. It should work now.
Oh, please work. There it
you
is.
Go.
Oh,
we got there.
we did. Good job. What was I saying?
Stuff.
Uh-huh.
I did want to say though, Kate actually that's so good. It's inspired by the stream with Spyro instead of inspired.
Oh my god, can I please
love
rewind
the
the
pun.
time so that we can call it that?
Oh my
inspired.
gosh.
It's actually a totally different character. It's just inspired.
Can I just say though, for anyone that's watching this in the future, or for you guys now, past, present, future, what have you, thank you for using these commands during our live stream. Like, we put them on the overlay to obviously share different things. Like, right now it says want to be featured, type globs in chat to learn how with the exclamation point for the command, because we have a page on our website that features all of your globs that you guys have made that are, you know, on the overlay, but even more details there for anyone that wants to join the community in that way. Like, there's actually some secret pages on our website for things that only a few people have found, which I love. We sprinkle things in because it's part of that, I don't know, it's just part of a bigger goal that we have for this community.
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. Yeah, it's pretty cool. When people do stumble upon these things, or like when we did the glob deer stuff, learning about them, or, you know, other things, it's just nice to have. And Flo, are you really typing the schedule right after Streamlabs already showed you the schedule?
Make
well,
the
there
bot
you
work.
go. Right?
One of the times I spelled item as item, I weep for humanity. That is so sad.
You know, kind of like we were talking about the goals and financial stuff a little bit earlier and gamifying it. Well, a really big goal that Doza and I have had for so many years is to actually create like a Nush and Doza game. In fact, for our 4th anniversary, we kind of gave a little sneak peek into that through our anniversary merch that year of like the Glob Arcade. It featured some games that are classics but more globified, but then also like specifically like Super Glob World, which is kind of based on our favorite Super Mario World. But some of these things are all these like, I guess all the things that we're creating, whether it's long form videos, story times on Patreon, all these experiences that we have, like, and this, you know, community that we're building around it too. We have bigger goals, but it's trying to figure out how to make those goals happen. Like, Doza and I really want to make a game, and we haven't really prioritized it much other than the story aspect of it and like certain like world, like there's a few art things that we've created for it, but it's a big task and it's just the 2 of us and we already do a lot. So it's trying to figure out the time and prioritizing it and figuring that out. But there are other things in life that come first for priority. So right now in the era or season that we're in, it's like, okay, we need to be financially stable 100% before we can get into some of these more bigger goals. And when we tell you guys, like, this is 100% accurate, but every single donation, every single Patreon membership, every single YouTube partner membership that you guys do and support us in that way, or even every sale that we get from merch and everything that you guys do on globmerch.com, it all goes back to Nush and Doza to fulfill only those Nush and Doza goals for this community and for this passion project. We do not use it for groceries. We do not use it for food. It's literally all goes back to Nush and Doza. So we know what the budget is to get certain things done in place. So we are still, as slow as it may happen, we spend time and effort to try to get more to make those bigger goals like a game to happen.
Yes.
Or to do things for the community, you know? So it's interesting. And we take a lot of that from feedback too. So it's
because if y'all don't say anything, then we don't know.
Exactly. So that's why we asked, like, that's why even earlier this year we were like, would you guys rather have more consistent streams, or do you want more shorts, or do you want more other things? Everyone says we want everything, and it's like, right, but like if you tell us specifically, we finally got some tangible like feedback this year, a little more specific to like be more consistent. We don't need longer streams. I think it's been working out pretty well. I think Spyro agrees.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, he's well fed, so he's already in an agreeable mood.
Yes.
As soon we will be too. In fact, what time is it?
We still have 30 more minutes.
Really?
It's only 7:30.
I feel like I've made so much progress.
And we've been talking about all kinds of things.
Oh, I know. From the easy stuff to the serious stuff. Well, I'm gonna try to go back down.
But yeah, every single like thing that we've done, whether it was anniversary merch or like, you know, different events that we do with Discord community stuff, or like each goodie that we've done on Patreon or monthly motivational, what have you, it's all with intent and purpose. In fact, every story time on Patreon was with the intent and goal of creating a long form video for it. And obviously we haven't reached that goal. We haven't put out long form videos in a long time, but this started, if you go back to year 1 of Nush and Doza, or official first calendar year after starting with the Globby year, we actually released videos regularly then, long form, at least once a month. So like, obviously things have shifted. We're not the same people we were 7 years ago, and we don't expect any of y'all to be the same people you were then. But some things still remain the same, and we do have these bigger things. So I'm glad you guys think it's cool. I'm glad that you know, we're grateful for your support and for being here and listening to us talk about these goals and dreams. We hope to keep having it come alive. Like, Doza had wanted to stream longer than he knew me.
True. Yeah.
And we finally like figured out a way to make that happen. And even then, we took our time. We were scared. And then we decided, just do it. We gotta just start. Like, click the live button. We don't have to have everything figured out. We don't need animated avatars of us yet. We still don't have that.
We still don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Freckles.
Thank you so much.
So that Nush and
Also,
Doza can keep being Nush and Doza. Thank you so much, Freckles. That means a lot.
Appreciate that so much. And it's also Australian dollars.
Oh yeah, there's an A.
It has an A with a dollar sign. We thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Kate said today's stream seems extra special. I don't know why, but I feel so cozy tonight. And honestly, same.
Even considering the subject matter that we've talked about today.
It's been comforting, though. Honestly, for me, it's an outlet.
Yeah, and so that's its own comfort.
Yes.
Even if it's like stuff that's
not completely
serious.
Clarity or clear. Like I don't have clarity on everything, but this is helping me express some feelings and thoughts that I've been having. So I appreciate you guys being a safe space to do that. The way you guys respond and everything truly helps. And Kirby, no, I have not seen Taxi. Do I need to see Taxi?
I thought you did, or we saw some of it.
And then I fell asleep.
Well, because Jimmy Fallon's a part of it, so it's kind of like.
You're the one who hates on Jimmy Fallon, not me.
Look, I've probably seen.
I think it's hard
to
be a talk show host.
I do too.
And that's all you're gonna say?
Well, it's not like I do it every day like he does. I only do it like three nights a week.
Also, fun fact from Fry here: he may or may not be using. He may or may not be using a certain part of the Glob arcade in the map for Minecraft.
Really?
That's really funny.
Look at that. Like paying attention. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if he'll be the next Expedition 33 box boy, but dream big. I love it.
Dream big. Keep dreaming, because I'm also dreaming for that.
I think it's going to start off with something small just to test the waters, but we'll see.
What's over here?
I have in the past created something similar to Flappy Bird. Like the one, it's similar because it was used for a school project, and it was literally just for our class kind of thing. But it was an extracurricular class, not really a school thing. Anyways, I've done that, and it was a mobile app situation, and it had fun gamified parts of it. It was more informational and resources for this organization, for student organization. That was all volunteer based, and I taught myself through YouTube and other resources to do it. So I want to use those skills for Nush and Doza. I don't have the time right now.
Most coding I've ever done is for a class in college. I coded with this program called MATLAB. It sucks. I hate it. And I coded a something that was shaped. It was like a pixel art, basically. Well, it was a pixel animation. And I coded this fish that would bob up and down and essentially swim from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. That was my final. It was very difficult and so not worth the effort. Oh my god. And I also mix up characters all the time, so it was a very difficult class for me.
And Flo, I see that you posted in Discord, but you highlighted the schedule. Oh, there's a typo in schedule. I just realized that now.
Oh my god, 50 points for
well,
Flo.
It's actually fixed.
Wait, what?
It's on the screenshot it's wrong, but here it's correct. Schedule worked. I don't know why it looks like that then on commands. That is super weird. Wait, no, it's spelled right. Flo, you're just confusing me. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take 50. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking anything.
Flo, what do you mean? You can't just put a screenshot and highlight something and not tell me. I don't know what you're saying. You're confusing us all.
Well, what if Flo's just there it is?
Yeah. And also I just saw Doom Guy and Shane as well. Doom Guy saying I'll help you with the music. Shane saying I would love to help you guys with the game if you need, though I probably shouldn't offer any more favors at this rate. I really do appreciate the sentiment. And we both do. We're not even at that stage yet. I hope one day we get there. So let's all manifest and hope it gets there. That's really where we're at this point. It's still a dream, but we have little pieces and things, and sometimes we get inspired. I did start drawing potentially a game map of everything a while ago, sketching it out. And we got really excited, Doza and I having a conversation, writing all the notes for each part of oh, this world, and then this world, and this world. And it's who's gonna do all this work? It's just the two of us. But yeah, we do.
I have a lot of respect for people who, make games and just put it out there on Steam or on itch.io, and it's people just don't get to see the amount of work that goes into it, and not even just the coding, it's also the conceptualizing and the systems and it's all of it. Oh my goodness, it's dizzying how big it is.
Also, I just saw Freckles. It's Australian money. It tastes like Vegemite, guys. Doza hasn't tried Vegemite yet. But every time I think of Vegemite, I think of Rocket Power and the movie where I think they actually go to New Zealand instead of Australia. But Tito always sings the song with the ad going Vegemite, Vegemite, Yum yum morning, noon, and night. I will never forget that. And he loves his
kind of a core
Vegemite.
thing for you, huh?
Yeah, and I don't mind Vegemite. You have to use very little. It goes a long way. I'm never really going to have a jar of it at home, but it is, a staple in Australia and in New Zealand from what I remember.
I just need to learn more about Vegemite, like its origin, why people even entertain the idea of having it if it's like if it's such an acquired like taste kind of situation. Like maybe like I want to know the origin, like what was it that got people to be like, you know what, we're gonna eat this and we're gonna eat it so much that it's gonna be known,
Yeah, we also, it's on our bucket list so a long time ago we said we were going to go to every single PAX except for Unplugged because we like to be plugged in. Well, PAX Australia is the only one we haven't gone to yet. So that is something to consider. Speaking of holiday movies, Kate said got a Hallmark Hanukkah movie to shake things up. It is called Round and Round. A person from Dropout is the main character. It is a cute movie. I will add that to my list. The most Hanukkah related movie that we've watched is like 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler.
Well, hold on. There's another one.
What's the other one?
We watched the first half of the Knuckles TV show.
Oh, right. So the TV show does have, that's not a movie, but yes, it does have references to Hanukkah.
I know it definitely does have for Passover.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since we've seen it. So, because it was
I didn't know where you were going with this, but
it
yeah.
wasn't about Knuckles. It was about Will. So, the Will
also,
show.
Flo, yeah. So apparently it was just he was commenting on his last like command thing, and this is why sometimes like I don't like checking Discord when people post things like during a stream because it feels like a troll moment. I don't like being trolled. It's like when you guys used to do the whole these nuts things a lot of times. Yes. But he put an XD, so he knew what he was doing.
oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, context matters. Oh my goodness. Fry said, wait, what about Doza creating me? I don't know.
I've
for Fry.
The one bit of what you call it. I was just describing my time in college when that one computer science class that I took that made me know for sure that I didn't want anything to do with computer science. I had to program an animation of a very basic, what is it called? A fish swimming from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, and so people were joking around that like, oh, that's Fry's origin story.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Danny DeVito's in Taxi. I don't think I've seen it. Like Doza claims to, but I was probably exhausted. He put it on and I fell asleep. That's what I think happened. But with Danny DeVito, I do love him. In fact, one of my favorite holiday movies is with Danny DeVito. It's called Deck the Halls. And it's like when they're competing to like have the best like decorations and stuff and things go wrong. It's really silly and ridiculous, but I watch it every year.
I like the one where he's a twin.
Oh, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it makes no freaking sense.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Goodness. Boxboy says I can be a playtester because I break every software I touch. Trust me, those bugs will be found.
Well, thank you for the offer.
Also, in a little fun fact from Boxboy's past, in high school, he had to make an HTML page and he rickrolled the teacher.
Oh, nice. Got him. GG's. Were they aware of the Rickroll trend? Is it even a trend? You can't call it a trend, right? It's just it's like an internet joke. I don't know what to call it. I'm sounding like really silly right now.
And
I'm sure.
You absolutely know if we ever get to the point of actually making and starting to develop this game. I hope so in our lifetime, but who knows? We could drop dead tomorrow. Not that, I mean, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't, but
really not planning
life is short. So hopefully we get to it. But with that being said, we'll definitely be, asking you guys for feedback to help, if at the very least, playtest feedback stuff, even if you can't support and help out with things. But we'll see. It'll be a community effort for sure. Just like it has been already, since we are saving up everything to go towards these bigger goals.
That's right. What percentage are we at in the game? Can we catch that?
You gotta show the menu and you'll know.
Well, I just had the menu open. If y'all are paying attention, you could answer me.
And
I say this as someone who didn't pay attention.
Freckles was asking people earlier for recommendations for learning something on the guitar, if I believe. I can't find the comment anymore, but I do remember reading it.
On the guitar?
I think so, yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. The first thing I ever tried to learn on the guitar was that Aerosmith song, like Dreamer or something like that, or is it Dreamweaver? It's probably not Dreamweaver, right? It starts off with a very slow beginning of like 1 or 2 notes on the guitar, and I just couldn't do it because my fingies, they're too soft. I'm too much of a soft boy to play guitar, even with like softer strings. It just hurt too much, and I'm like, this isn't worth it.
Also, Freckles update. His friends go to PAX Australia every year, so if we decide to go, we gotta let Freckles know so that he can go with them. I would love that.
Well, he just tell his friends and not Freckles.
We've actually met up with some of you Globby Globs at PAXs in the past, and it's been great.
PAX
And
specifically too, yeah. Isn't that interesting?
PAX conventions, and it's been awesome because each time we've done it, like the people that we've met, it's been amazing. We have pictures with them, and like other things have happened, but like they've kept us anonymous despite knowing us and seeing us in person, and they are goated. So like we appreciate that so much. That's got to be a lot of shaving on that belly since Spicy McDo. Poor Spyro. He's got the best shaving scream out there.
Like, is he just constantly like, you know what I mean?
Maybe dragons are built different. Obviously this Spyro, but like all
durable,
of them.
Right?
Yeah.
That's probably a thing. Like it scales, but then tender underbelly is like a phrase. So, because like, how does Maleficent die in Sleeping Beauty? The prince stabs her in the tummy. Ow.
And Kate, yes, we were obsessed with that Netflix like glass blowing competition stuff. Haven't seen any new seasons in a while though. It was quite a while ago. I don't remember it being Christmas themed though. Do you?
Which one?
The glass blowing competition on Netflix.
Oh, like the thumbnail was like vaguely like things were red and things were gold, but
I don't think it was Christmas themed though. We saw the entire thing.
We saw
the entire show, the competitive glass blowing show.
There's a movie that was added recently, and it's
no,
about
that's
a woman who blows glass.
I don't think that was Netflix. I think that was on Amazon Prime.
Maybe.
Anyways, we're looking for holiday feel-good stuff to watch, but also anything else. Like
anything that like has a score of 6 or higher would be pretty
for holiday
solid.
movies, yeah.
For holiday movies, yeah. It's more difficult to find than you think, honestly.
Kimon went to this geek-related craft show and got a print that features different 3DS game characters. Very nice. You're always finding the goods. Let's see.
Let's get some help. There we go. All right.
So Freckles has been learning to play for 6 months for the guitar, and his fingers are rock solid from the steel strings. Let's go.
Calluses. That's how. That's doing it right.
Sometimes with the violin, like it's primarily with the bow, right? But sometimes we'd use our fingers to like pluck on the strings a little bit to like play things, and it's usually with an ensemble or like a concert situation to like accompany things. And I remember some Christmas songs specifically would do it. I hated having to do that because it's very little sound that you get. Obviously when multiple people do it at the same time, great, but it hurt my fingers.
Oh, poor
which
baby.
is on brand for me when I hurt my fingers from gaming too much too.
And wrists.
And yeah, typing and all of it.
The whole thing.
And Shane is saying, I've never been to any sort of convention. I know we've heard this in the past. Again, it's one of those things where you have to like really prioritize for it and save up for it and do it if you really want to, right? Life is too short to not live and have these experiences too. And we'll always favor experiences over material goods. Like we go to these conventions and sometimes we will like, we'll set a budget for ourselves because we've already spent on the tickets and everything else. But like, we'll be like, we want to support, you know, some of the people at the expo hall of these like conventions and like buy a couple things, but we set a budget for ourselves and we're very strict with it so we can afford these things when and where we can. We didn't even.
Patience is most important.
Yeah. That's the reason why we haven't done like Comic-Con yet.
Right. Dang it, I missed.
It's a little bit more expensive. But I know when we go to New York Comic-Con, Kate's going to be on our list to visit.
Yeah.
Or like meet up with. Not like, hey, well, just welcome me in. Like I'm like going to walk into her home.
Well, aren't you going to offer me tea?
No, that's not what I meant. It just came out that way. But what I meant is meet up with, like in New York kind of thing.
Yes.
When Nush and Doza Con, oh my gosh, like could you imagine?
That would be so cool.
I know a lot of conventions, like if you go regularly or if you're invited as a guest or what have you, like sometimes they'll have meetups for different communities. So like imagine a PAX where like we could have a meetup at one of the PAX, specifically like an event in like the schedule that says like Nush and Doza Globs meet up. Like that would be so cool. We're not there yet though.
No, not yet.
But another thing to dream and manifest about, 100%.
Imagine if you had one of those cutouts where you like it has the hole for your face. It's like for photos. It's like a giant like Nush and Doza,
Oh
like,
yeah,
thing,
or a
and
glob
people
or generic glob thing that they can do so they can be more inspired. Because like other things we've looked into, obviously a big one that people asked very early on was glob plushies. People were asking for Nush and Doza plushies. People were asking for like their own glob, like custom glob plushies, all kinds of things. We did a lot of market research into it, and we do actually kind of know how much money that would take, and we don't have that right now. And that's why we've never released it. The closest thing has been our pillows, because those pillows, again, to be sustainable and not to have a bunch of inventory and all that, is print on demand. That's why it takes a while to get to you. So if you see something on globmerch.com that you want in time for Christmas, I mean, try to get it in as quickly as possible. But we know like this year's been hard economically for a lot of people. Even, you know, with tariffs and everything else, it's been a lot. So we totally get it. Like, we've definitely done sales in the past that we've got no orders. It's happened. So that's why we don't really prioritize it as much anymore to release new merch, because a lot of time goes into that, and not having sales, it doesn't make as much sense as, say, streaming more when we can actually have a community here and keep going, you know? Exactly. Again, making decisions, prioritizing things, and learning from the past, and moving forward. We actually, earlier this year, because of tariffs and also all the shipping issues and stuff that even kind of started at the end of last year, even with like Canada and US and all that stuff too, we had stopped actually doing our monthly goodies on Patreon. And it's really sad because like we had been doing that consistently since basically the start of like when we first introduced it, like for years. We have so many different stickers, magnets, little goodies, and motivational inserts that we personalize for every glob that was on those tiers. I know Fry's been on that tier. Like, I miss mailing things to the UK. He was our first person in the UK to get it, and I know he has so many of them. And like, I miss mailing, like I miss the snail mail aspect of sending Fry the fish stuff.
I mean, there's something special about it, you know, receiving a letter in the mail too.
He was the only one that used the global forever stamps.
Yeah.
Like from like everyone else was local, or well, Canada and UK.
True.
Yeah, I can't forget. Like, I'm not gonna name every single person that's received it, but like, I really like Doza and I appreciate that support so immensely. We miss creating those because a lot of the times those motivational inserts were similar to what, you know, we would motivate ourselves with, and it's like reflections, and it was a way to, you know, we personalize the card. I used to have so much fun packing those like envelopes, guys, and I don't have that anymore. Or like in the past when we've done the holiday cards, like even those were free. We would send out, you know, free stickers and other things when we could do it, and it was nice. I miss it, and I'm trying to figure out ways to bring things like that back. We've done Valentine's Day cards for free. I say free, but it required glob points. But it required some level of loyalty to redeem those. But yeah, but it was still technically, it's just like a time spent situation rather than a money spent, if you will. Oh man. Nush will be like, meet me at your favorite local bakery. I took the train to get here. Lol. I mean, New York City, I mean, like, I forget. I know you sent it to us, but I haven't fully read it yet in the DM. But New York City in general has so many great bakeries. I'm jealous. But in San Antonio too, we're pretty lucky. I just saw a new ramen place opened up downtown that I kind of want to try.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't remember what its name is.
I don't either. It was a random TikTok.
I really want to check it out.
And then I saved it for Doza and I. It's like, we should go there.
Date night.
Date lunch.
Date lunch.
We stream that night.
Oh, date lunch.
And see, Boxboy still has all the cards and stickers sitting on his shelf. Like, I love that. I miss that. Like, I miss personalizing and sending out these cards to everybody. And even the holiday cards were personalized for each person. The messages that we wrote, like, it wasn't sometimes the designs were the same, obviously, for everybody, but we would do handwritten ones. We would do printed out ones with, like, messages for each individual. Like, and that's why the glob points was kind of part of it, because we have to kind of know you a little bit, or else it's like, happy holidays from the globs. Like, thanks for, like, being in stream. Like, you know, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Over the years, I love you guys. Like, and Doza does too. Like, we're so very lucky to be doing this. And we're so grateful. And that's why we're always thinking of ways to be able to give back. And I know, like, even just spending time, like, that's the thing. You guys are choosing to spend your time here with us, and we do not take that for granted whatsoever. You could be doing anything else. You could be watching reality TV. You could be running and working out. You could be working. You could be anything. And, like, I know you guys are also, like, gaming or, like, doing other things while also being here, right? Like, I'm pretty sure Fry's already be in Prime or, like, halfway through or something. I'm just joking and exaggerating. But still, like, I get it. But, like, still, you're here. You're conversing. You're listening. Like, it means so much to be heard, to be, like, here. And that's why the reverse of that, I think it's very important to respond to everything as much as humanly possible. I'm a very fast reader. I actually learned how to speed read as a kid. It was something that was interesting to me. There's a trick with a flashcard that I've shared about before. If anyone wants the trick again, I can talk about it. But, like, I read through comments, pretty much every comment. I try to read it in my head. I don't respond to everything, and it's not trying to be nitpicky. It's just hard sometimes, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I'm grateful. And this, you know, this time of year with Thanksgiving and gratitude, and even though that holiday is kind of lame because of reasons, but, you know, just this time of year definitely gets us really reflective, very emotional, very sentimental. I don't like using emotional as much.
No, because I think some people can think of emotional as reductive.
Yeah.
Might as well just get ahead of that. There are other words to describe it, so I mean, good on you for picking that one. I like that one.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes when I go on tangent, I can't, like, read. Like, I'm reading, but, like, I forget where I left off or goes kind of way. But plushies are hard to do, like Kirby said. Even more popular people, it's hard to get plushies for. Only ones I see for new people were the ones that did them by hand.
Were they, like, that's
yeah.
a thing.
I looked into that too. And yes, time is money, but, like, that's why, you know, we eventually did the print-on-demand pillows, which are the closest thing. And I know, like, I think about Potato because sometimes you can see our pillow in the background of his streams because he has a face cam. And, like, it's nice to see that it's there, you know?
Existing.
And he has the holiday pillow,
just really
too.
Special to see that.
Yeah. And hey, Steven, no worries. We appreciate you joining stream when you can. We have been doing well, and we hope you are, too. Boxboy still has all the cards. Fry also has a drawer full of stuff. He also said, Boxboy said I have pretty handwriting, which is very,
true.
Very sweet. I did learn early on.
My handwriting. Well, we crushed that.
Yeah, early on I wrote in cursive, and some people didn't know how to read cursive, so then I switched it over to print, and I think my print is not as pretty as my cursive. But
I think it just it lacks. You know, it's fine. It's good.
It's another thing that, you know, when I was younger, one summer I did take calligraphy classes because I wanted my handwriting to be better.
I think that there's a real convenience and, like, there's a flow to writing in cursive.
Yeah.
But you have to start and stop when you're writing in print.
Yes. Yeah. With cursive, actually, I used to volunteer my time with a nonprofit, and I would write handwritten messages for their letters that go out with my handwriting.
There you go.
Like, just so many, but cursive was a lot easier. Print hurts my hand eventually.
Yeah, well, you know, you just as much as I would be like, as much as I want to say, like, oh, you should do what feels best for you. I mean, there's a tangible difference. I think also that there's a less of a pressure for people to know cursive, because, like, at this point, cursive's, like, reserved for signatures, if that.
Yeah.
That's
well,
kind of
and
it.
also, like, checks and stuff, ideally.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing. Signatures. It's still signatures. Like,
I know. But I think, like, schools are still teaching it, though. Like, your mom's a teacher, and she still teaches cursive. I don't know if they're practically using it. Also, Fry said final roll time. Should we probably save that for tomorrow? Because it's almost 8 at this point.
Yeah, I wanted to find... Oh, God, I'm going to die. I want to find the freaking balloon guy. Where's the balloon guy?
And... Shane, while I love that, like, sentiment and, like, wanting and needing, as you say, to buy more merch, I do want to say to everybody here, it's okay if you don't buy our merch if you're putting yourself first. Like, I 100%, you all need to put yourself first. Make sure that
Yeah,
your bills are paid. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure like your goals are being met. Like, we'd love the support, but it wouldn't be right to not say that, honestly.
No, it wouldn't. Even if you have gotcha pulls,
that you want to do, yeah.
If it's part of putting yourself first, then
if
sure.
Genshin Impact gives you joy.
I know, I may not agree with it, but like, it's important. Oh, I just need to go here. Wow.
We know that, like, for a lot of people, again, it's been rough years since COVID, or even before that. Everyone's going through their own thing, and put yourself first. And then if you can give back to others or support others, then there's a time and a place for that too.
Hello? Who redeemed that?
Andrew with a hi. Hello.
Hi, hello. I guess this would be the last world, Ganasty's world.
That's crazy.
And we have a nice round figure here. 10,500.
10,500. Are we actually 100%ing this then, Fry? We're on good track?
I think maybe the game's beatable tomorrow? What do y'all think?
Probably.
Any stream title suggestions?
Oh, yes. Please let us have it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can save collecting literally everything for tomorrow. Well, actually, I'm gonna kill this rat.
If you need any recommendations for some merch for you to print on demand for your own character, Shane, let us know. We have some recommendations of years of research of like certain brands that we've liked more. There's so many out there.
But all right, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I'm gonna make Nush some tea. She definitely put
dinner.
She put her whole heart in today. I feel like.
I do it every day.
I know you do it every day. Oh, she does it. She does it all the. It's like, oh, you look so pretty today. You mean I'm ugly? Ugly every other time? No.
I look like a hot mess right now. I need to brush my hair out. It's in like the worst messy bun ever.
No, you look like a mess that's hot.
Okay.
It's Spyro. Oh my god, and the whole spiral and the.
That's cute. The balloon boy. So I sent the balloon boy. That's really funny.
That makes a lot of sense. I didn't make that connection.
Inspirational would be really great for a stream title, like incorporating that in somewhere, because if it is the finale, an inspirational end or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But no, honestly, like, I did not do enough self-care today, and I'm feeling it. So I want to eat dinner and then just take care of myself.
I'll take care of you. I'll help whatever I can.
And we get to watch, I don't know if tonight, I'll probably fall asleep, but tomorrow, the finale for Amazing Race.
All right, y'all. Heavy breathing and such.
See you later, guys. Thank you for a wonderful stream. We appreciate you.
Bye.
You sneezed. Bless you, Spyro.
Bless you.